Hey, good morning, everybody. I want to make sure I posted a video for area of a circle. Yesterday we worked on the circumference of a circle, so now we're going to talk about the area, which is the whole space that is inside a circle. So if you get your notes out and kind of go through this, the stuff is in there, but I'm going to explain it. So hopefully it makes a little bit better sense. So remember that our radius is actually the distance from the center of the circle to the outside of the circle. So it's the diameter goes all the way through, but the radius is just from the center to the outside edge. So let's make sure we keep that in mind. So the area of the circle, when we look at our formula, which is going to be area equals pi times r squared. So that is radius squared. So that's pi times radius squared. Okay, so that means that that's radius times the radius. Okay, that's what we mean by radius squared. So you can see that right there on that picture. So as we go forward and we start to look at some of the questions that we are going to have, we need to understand a few things. One, it's nice and easy when they give us the radius, but they're not always going to do that. So in the first problem, it's kind of easy because they are going to give us the radius. So if we go ahead and do this, our area is going to be equal to pi times r squared. So that when we actually do this out, remember our radius is 8 inches, so we got pi times 8 times 8. So 8 times 8 is 64, so our area is going to be equal to pi times 64. So again, when we talked yesterday about circumference, we talked about exact numbers and approximate. So this would be our exact number. It's what we know. 8 times 8 is 64, and then we're going to multiply that by pi. So that's our exact number. So, but we're going to go ahead and multiply out the 3.14. Remember, our pi equals 3.14. So we're going to go ahead and multiply that out, as in 3.14 times 64. When we do that, we get an area of 200.96, and that's going to be inches squared. Okay, whenever we did area of a square, it's going to be in square inches, square centimeters, whatever our unit of measure is. And we got to remember that this number, because we're only using 2 decimal places in pi rather than the big long number, that this number becomes our approximate number. So we need to keep in mind about what's approximate and what's exact. So exact, approximate. So this is our answer is 200.96 square inches. That's the area of our circle with an 8-inch radius. Okay, so hopefully that helps make a little more sense for you. So let's go on to the next problem. And it wants us to find the area of a circle with a diameter of 22 meters. Now, we can't do anything with the diameter. We don't have a formula for diameter, but we do for radius. So a diameter is nothing but a radius divided by 2. So in order for us to find our radius, so our radius is going to be equal to our diameter divided by 2. So that's 22 divided by 2, which is going to equal 11. So our radius is going to be 11 meters. Okay, so when we plug that into our problem, we're going to be area equals pi times 11 squared. So that's going to be 11 times 11. So area equals, what's 11 times 11 is 121. So 121 pi. Remember, this is our exact number. Okay, because 11 times 11 is 121. So let's go ahead and multiply 121 by 3.14. When we do that, we get an area of 379.94 square meters. So that's our unit of measure is meters. Remember, this is our approximate. So in some of the homework, you've been asked to list an exact number and approximate number. So There's your exact number. There's your approximate number. Okay? So hopefully that helps, that makes sense. But we got to make sure that we turn that diameter into the radius, okay, by dividing that by 2. So hopefully that helps make a little bit of sense. Let's move on to the next problem. So the floor of a New Butterfly Conservatory will be a circle with an 18-foot radius. The material for the floor will cost $3.95 per square foot. About how much will the floor cost? Okay, so we have a couple things in here. So one, we need to find the area of the circle so that we know how much square footage of tile that we need, material, floor material. So our radius is 18 feet. So if we use our area equals pi times radius squared. So let's fill in our numbers. Pi and 18 squared. Okay, so 18 times 18 is going to be 324. So 324 times pi, which would be our exact number, by the way. So 324 times 3.14 is going to give us an area for our circle of 1,017.36 square feet. So if we take this square footage and we have to pay $3.95 per square foot. So if we want to find out how much our material is going to cost, we have to take our area, which is 1,017.36, and we're going to multiply that by $3.95 to figure out what our total price is going to be, which is going to be equal to $4,018.57. Okay, so this is our actual answer. So hopefully that makes sense. Make sure you do all your steps of what they're asking you. They're just not asking you for the area of the circle. They're asking you because they want to figure out what your building cost would be to put your material for your floor. So we figure it out our area, and then we multiply that by the number that's per square foot for our material. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense, but make sure you're doing the whole problem. So a big issue that we've had is that you guys do half the problem and then you don't do the second half. So make sure that you're looking at all the questions there in what we're asking you. Make sure that you're answering every one of the problems that we have in that question. So that will help you get to the right answer and not just do half of it, but do the whole problem. So let's move on to the next one. Athletic department wants to paint the school's mascot logo on the gym locker room wall. They start by painting a solid blue circle on the wall. What is the maximum diameter of the logo if only 1 quart of blue paint is used? Okay, so in our question it says 1 quart of blue paint covers 78.5 square feet. So that would actually be our area, correct? So if we look at area is equal to pi times radius squared, our area is going to be 78.5. It's going to be equal to pi. Okay. And we want to know what the maximum diameter is. So we're going to kind of get to that. So this is 78.5. Remember, pi is 3.14 r squared. This is our one-step equation, so we're going to divide by 3.14. So they cancel out. But what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So r squared is going to be equal to 25. Okay, and basically r squared means it's a number times a number. So what two numbers add up to 25? The square root of 25 is going to be 5. So our radius is going to be equal to 5. Okay, and so we have a radius of 5 feet. How do we turn that into diameter? It is asking us for what's our maximum diameter of our logo. So we have to take our radius and we have to multiply that by 2. So we're going to take 5 times 2, which is going to equal 10. And again, that's in feet. So that is our diameter. So this is our answer right here. So it says, what is the maximum diameter of the logo? So our maximum diameter of the logo is going to be 10 feet. So hopefully that helps that problem make sense. It's a little goofy. So we're making sure that you guys understand how to do that. Just don't do all your math. Make sure you get to that final answer. All right, so let's do this last one. And you get no pretty pictures with this one, so you're just going to have to figure out how to do this just by written words. So it says find the radius of a circle. So we just need to find the radius of a circle when the area is 254.34 centimeters. So remember, our formula is area equals pi times r squared. So our area is what they're giving us here. So we're going to put that in there, 254.34. It's going to be equal to, our pi is 3.14, okay, r squared. So hopefully that makes sense that we got to that point. Remember, this is a one-step equation, so we're going to divide by 3.14 for them to cancel out. But whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So we're going to divide that one by 3.14, which is going to give us 81. So the square root of 81 is 9. So our radius is going to equal 9. And we're in centimeters, so our radius equals 9 centimeters. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. It's not too bad when you go to do that. So just make sure that when you go through that you answer all the questions. And be very thorough about making sure that you're getting all the answers. Okay, so hopefully that will help you. Hopefully this video helps you a little bit. This is something that you should be working on today. And then your homework sheet for today was just some problems. It's sheet 8-6A. That's posted on your Google Classroom, so make sure you go to that and work on those problems. If you have any questions, please email me, and I will do the best I can do to help you out from here. If any of you want to request a Zoom conference, as in a face-to-face, to maybe see me do a problem on a whiteboard, or if you just have some general questions, be sure to email me, and we can set up a time where we can actually meet and talk and have a conversation kind of face-to-face over the computer to make sure that you guys understand this. I know this can be hard on the computer. If you want a face-to-face conversation with me or a conference, I will surely do that as you guys need. So you just got to let me know what you guys need, and I will do my best to make sure that you guys have what you need to be successful. So I hope you have a great Tuesday. Don't forget, tomorrow is just going to be a review, quick check Google form on our circumference and our area of a circle that we've done on Monday and today. So make sure you get your stuff done this week, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye.